Well, good morning, my empowered entrepreneurs. Thank you, Mr. Kennedy. Thank you so much for starting the bright. There you go. Thank you so much. Good morning. Hey, family. It is great to be here with you again. This is your guy, Coach Jim, and I'm excited. Another Monday morning. Hey, this is the first Monday in June. You realize that we are almost halfway through the year already. Wow. Hope you're moving on things that you set out with. Acting with intention is very important. Is critical, especially when you know your purpose and you have a purpose, walking in that purpose. So I today I just wrapped up my special event, my 5 day fast track challenge last week, and I just want to share some insights with you on this because for those of you who know me, you know I'm a very authentic guy. I tell it like I see it. And really and truly, as I would always say, there's no shame in my game. I walk in purpose. And my purpose and my objective is always in front of me. And that is to serve you, the entrepreneurs of the world. Now, I could come on here this morning and I could tell you about the full house, the packed teams room that we had, and the dozens of folks that showed up for that 5 day challenge. Well, guys, the truth, the truth is one person registered, one person showed up. And guess what? She got the same energy, the same insight and value that I give in a room of 50 people or more. Now, I know some folks might hear this and say, Coach, just one? Some might even call it a flop, a failure. You know what I call it? Focus. Focus. Because when you're clear on your purpose, you don't wait for crowds to show up. You show up for the ones that do. Let me let me tell you the story about Michaela and how she come to show up. The weekend before the challenge, is Saturday, I was at a family member's house warming. Just chilling, reconnecting with folks, and I ran into an old friend. I hadn't seen him in years. As we were talking, I got introduced to Michaela, a woman I'd never met. Now, Michaela had just gone through something heavy. She'd been affected by the recent government labor force cutback. Suddenly, she was without a job she's been on for 15 years. She has a young family, facing uncertainty. She was really trying to figure her next step. So I pulled her aside and we talked. I listened and I could see she didn't need sympathy. She needed a strategy. So I told her about the upcoming challenge and I said, you need to be in this room. The next morning I woke up and I checked my stats. She had already registered. Now, not only did she show up, she showed out. She made 4 out of the 5 days. She was locked in. She asked questions, she took notes, she engaged like her future depended on it. And you know what? I think it does. Because before the challenge ended, she said to me with all seriousness, Coach, this is a game changer. I see things differently now. I feel that shift. I know where I'm going. Let me give you a little take on the conversation that we had. So I said, I've got a question for you, Michaela. What what was your biggest takeaway from today? Biggest takeaway from today? She said, as someone that again just doesn't have a plan in place to be able to hear from the foundation that I have, that I need some new kind of thinking about my pivot. That was helpful for me to know who I might need to include along the way. And this was helpful for me also. How much I want to pay. That exercise with me sitting in the closet and just envisioning it, that exercise was very, very helpful to me too. I had a couple of different key takeaways that I will walk away from today. Yeah, awesome. That was awesome, wasn't it? It's good to know and to know what folks are thinking. And that is why I asked these questions. And I concluded that interchange by reassuring her that we will be right there with her to hold her hand as we go through the process because we know what it takes. You know, we've been there. I definitely appreciate that, she said. That's, ladies and gentlemen, exactly why I do this challenge. And that was my intention, to be able to share with someone who is in that contemplative stage. They may be facing a challenge about where their future lies. It is this, the 5 day challenge is designed to give them a different perspective. You know, maybe something they've never thought about before. I call that getting them to tap into their blind spot because they have no clue. It is the area that they don't know that they don't know. So by opening this up to them, a new way of thinking, then they can begin to chart the future. But let me say this to someone that's listening. Start with who shows up. If you serve one person well, you've already begun your legacy. You see, your success is not about how many are watching. It's about how prepared you are when someone does. Many folks wait for the crowd to get serious, waiting for the applause, waiting for the camera to turn on. But leaders move when nobody's clapping. Because we know the real work happens in the quiet rooms, the early mornings, the one-on-one conversations. So this what happened is exactly what I expected. I was planning, preparing for five. I ended up with one, 20%. That is awesome. And on top of that, I knew it was a holiday weekend. So can you imagine folks showing up and on a big holiday? But all of this was intentional, so I am extremely happy with what happens. Now, this time, I want 10 of you in the room. And this is not just for me, but for you. If you're serious about being your own boss, growing your own business, so your future is in your hands, not someone else's, then you want to build something that lasts, something that gives you the freedom, the independence, that financial security, the ability to do what you want when you want to do it. Don't sit this one out. Pillars in this program, the 5 day channel, is a path to guide you and help you to secure your future. It's not just another course. It's a step-by-step implementation that comes from the experience where I have personally walked through, and I'm walking it through with you day by day. So we can apply everything we touch in that challenge. From this challenge, here are some of the things that you will extract and take away from. And that's why Michaela was so excited. First of all, you get to have your own one-page business plan and turn that into a working model. And I'm not just talking about a plan, some kind of a ideological plan, 30, 40 pages that sits on the shelves collecting dust. No, I am talking about a working model that you use from day to day, sitting right here on your desk. And each day you look at it, you get refocused on your journey, where you're going. Okay. So that's one. Second thing is, in this 5 day challenge, you get to figure out what are you good at, what can you turn into a business that is in line with your passion and your experience. I call it what is in your expert genius. And so you get to create and develop that offer, and you even walk you through the pricing process so you know exactly how to price it. That's very important, because if you are going to build a business, you've got to know your financials. So pricing begins at the outset. You are able to master the process of business building. You get guidance, you get feedback, real-time support from me and a network of serious builders. We get into your process. What are the things and the people that you are going to need to build the business that you are eyeing? Where do you get them? How do you set it up? How do you set up automation so that your business can function even while you're sleeping or you're awake? You're not exchanging your time. You're not, just working like you're in a job, but you have your business working for you. So these are just some of the things that comes from this experience. Most important is, how do you get the word out? Promotion. You see, this is where, when you attend the 5 day challenge, you actually stop dreaming about it and you start doing something about it. You go from idea to action. So if you're serious about starting or building a business, then you want to be in this program. It is designed for two people, two types of individuals in mind. Number one, it is a person that have been in a job, maybe a few years, maybe a few decades, a career professional, but they know that they always wanted something more than that. But life got in the way, so a family came along, and they just were not able to walk away from that paycheck yet. They might have been unclear about how to go about what they want to do. So this program is designed to give them the blueprint, the plan to get started, taking them from the 30,000 foot looking down from where they are starting to where they want to go, and looking at the journey, mapping out that journey, the forests, the rivers they have to cross, the hills they have to climb, all of those things. So the challenges that they might run into, when they run into these challenges, it doesn't just happen and then they are stopped. Because with that business plan, they have thought about all of these and they have an alternative. They have a way through. So when that arises, they are able to keep moving, not stopping. So that is one person, the career professional that wants to start but may just be hesitant because they're not clear about the process. They're not a lot of things they're not sure of, and sometimes it wears on their confidence, and they start thinking, well, can I really do this? Yes, you can, after you have attended the 5 day challenge. Now, the second type of person that this is for, it's the person who has gone through that. They have made the start. I call them the emerging entrepreneurs, the small business owner. They started their business and now they have come up on some kind of roadblocks. They're stuck. Things are not happening the way they wanted or they planned. See, maybe they didn't have something like the 5 day challenge when they started. So now I'm inviting them because there are fixes that they can make, and we help them to get unstuck, get moving again. That's all in the stars for with the 5-day challenge. So those two types of people are primarily who it is for. Now, I'll be honest with you. It is not for the person that is already making $100,000 a year or more in their business. I've got a different program for that when to help them either to move to the next level or to get unstuck if they are. But the 5-day challenge, now make a note of this. I'm doing this again, and this is going to be June 16 to 20th. Same time, 12 noon. You want to join me online? When you get the link to register, it's right there in the chat. So click that link and register for it so that you can book your seat and be on that train. We want to get you on the train from it's in the station before you start moving. And so you can get the full ride, the full benefit of this program. It's an awesome program. I'm really excited about it. And, the people that have gone through it, we can see definite results and excitement. So if you want to be a part of it, if you want to make that change, flip that switch, and uh, look at a different kind of future, then go ahead and register for my 5-day challenge. I call it the Fast Track Challenge because it is designed to get you moving fast. You see, another reason why I did this was because there were people that is ready to get started now. And they didn't want to go through a 3 month, 6 months program of learning a year. They're ready, wanting to go. So this puts them on that path to get them moving so they can see the big picture overall. And then once they have gone through that, then now we can look at another program that will help them to implement all the things that we have covered in the 5-day challenge. So listen, today it's Monday, and first Monday in a new month. I know you're excited about it. And as you go through your day today, I am going through mine. And I want to wish you all the very best, that you'll have an amazing day, that you'll make an impact, not just on yourself by giving off yourself, but you will make an impact by helping someone else to have a better day. So, hey, this is Coach Jim, the business training coach, and I'm signing off. Thanking you for spending these few moments with me, and I look forward to see you in the challenge. Have a nice day. And by the way, I will stick around. So if you have any questions, then you can just shoot that in the chat, and I can address it for you. And while you're thinking about it, let me have a little bit of my favorite in the background. All right, all right. Well, obviously we have no questions, so let me take leave, and again wish you a great day. Oh, thanks, Jerome, for showing up. Great to see you. See else who we have here. Andrew. Oh, yeah. Tina. Always good having you. Thank you for showing up. Andrea. Yeah. Hope you got what you were looking for. We'll be talking soon. Bye for now.